Morning again from a wet and very cold JBay. Yesterday it blew out a bit and there wasn't too much swell. Really cold, howling wind, raining. Today you can see, if you look on the ocean there, there's definitely waves. It'll be 4 to 6 foot today, but you can see there's the lines aren't straight. They're sort of mixed up. I think the rain's actually had a detrimental effect on it, but for sure there's going to be waves out there. I'm sure the pros will be all over it this morning. It's super cold, and yeah, we'll go down there and have a quick look in and see what's happening, see what's happened with the contest site, how far they've gotten. And good news is that there's looks like a new swell which is building for the latter part of the waiting period. So maybe they'll run the first few rounds and then hang for that bigger swell later. So all the infrastructure's up. It's been a super cold weekend. Been raining. The guys have got all the trucks and the generator. Hey, morning Sophie, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Hey, you had some nice waves the other day, eh? You arrived just in time, we did a little interview, eh? Cold, eh? Ooh, at least the water's warmed up a bit, eh?
Oh, it was so cold last week.
Yeah. Oh, well, come, let's take a walk. Let's go have a look and see what's happening. I was just like chatting.
I'm trying a twin fin.
Are you trying a 20? Okay, cool, man. Lekker.
Yeah.
Is it a one you just had made for yourself?
No, just my friend's board.
Oh, it looks pretty cool. Nice design.
Let's see if I can stand up.
Yeah, Sophie's one of our pro girls.
Oh my gosh. Just hearing JBay scoring.
You're going to join the mob, eh?
The mob.
Yeah, the swell's looking a bit mixed up, but it's probably better than any freaking Brazilian beach break. Yeah, there's definitely going to be waves. It's great comp sort of practice. So let's go and have a look. The place is looking tidy, although a bit wet. And I haven't done too much since the last bit of footage, but then I guess it is weekend and everybody needs a break. So yeah.
Happy Monday morning.
Happy Monday morning. Not happy for those going to work. The surfers are happy. Yeah, most of the comp infrastructure is up now and finished. It's looking really neat. The guys were watching the rugby on the big screen Saturday afternoon. So yeah, it's looking super cool. There are a lot of people coming in. It's school holidays, so the kids are all mulling around checking out what's happening. Little restaurants and stuff are up, ready for the big event. The heat sheets are not filled in yet, but boards up. Yeah, it's looking very spick and span, man. And there's definitely some waves. Guys will have a lot of fun. I see the water's gone chocolate brown. It would have been from that northwest yesterday. Definitely still waves. So yeah, the guys will enjoy this as a warm-up, getting into the event. Yeah, one of the things you guys don't realize at JBay is it's not only the wave at supers. Oh man, look at this rainbow behind us. Ooh, look at that. Oh man, double rainbow at JBay Open. Yeah, it's not only that supers. I mean, you've got the top end of supers, which is boneyards. You've got supers, you've got salads, you've got tubes and point. And then further down the point you have albatross. So you've got like 6 waves down this one section of the point. When it really gets good and lined up, you can actually ride all the way from boneyards all the way down to point. Not albatross, it's difficult to make it across that section. But then we've also got you've got magnet tubes, which is above JBay and supers, and then you've got kitchen windows. So there's probably 8 really good waves in this small section of probably a 3-mile area, and there's a huge variety of waves you can surf here. It's not just supers. So yeah, it's quite an incredible stretch of coastline. Yeah, you can see some of the guys out here in front of us here. That is salads, and then as you go down the point, that down there, you can see the guys down there, that'll be tubes, and then the last section is point, and then further down towards the beach break is albatross. So this is Martin van der Velde. I chatted with him the other day on the boardwalk, and he used to stay in JBay with us. He was a local here for a while, and then he's gone back to Belgium now. He's a photographer and journo. You know about a bit about the localism here. What do you reckon, Martin?
I understand it. It took me quite a while to find out how things work here in JBay, and I actually feel when the locals are out, things are more regulated. Things work better. You actually, even as a non-local, you get more waves than when there's the circus out there, when there's no locals and everybody just does what he wants. And actually I also felt like the more I paid my respect, and the more I showed up, and the more I said hi, I was trying to respect everything, the more I felt accepted. And at a certain point I felt like, oh, now they accept me, and then fuck, the little Belgian is like part of the gang for a moment, you know.
I think that's an absolutely perfect summary. I've had guys in Cape Town say exactly the same thing. They actually prefer it when the locals are out there because there's more control in the water, and things are more regulated, and things work a lot smoother. And it's not the first time I've heard that, so I think that's a really balanced perspective of actually how it actually works.
But what I want to add as well is that locals are not like when I was in France. They behave like assholes. They just paddle around, go to the peak every time again, and they take every wave. Here the locals are picky about their waves, and they leave space. There's enough leftovers, and the leftovers are more than good enough. They might go for the set wave, so that one they know that's gonna double up or you know, barrel at the end section.
Bit of local knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, they have local knowledge, but there's way enough waves coming through to get your share, and to go home really satisfied from a great surf session. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also not the first time I've heard that as well from guys as well, because I chat to the guys in the water. I guess I was also one of the guys who used to push a lot in the water and enforce a bit, but getting older now, so letting the kids sort of take over and trying to sort of pass on a better culture. And unfortunately we do have guys who come here who basically don't have any ears and don't listen. We've had a few of those, and those are kids that just haven't been brought up properly, and in those circumstances the guys are probably going to get into a lot more trouble than what they bargained for. But yeah, we try and keep it as cool as possible. From our perspective living here, I don't know, we just feel this place is super special, and there's just an energy and an earthiness and a feeling that you get here. I mean, I've traveled all over the world, and whenever you come back here, I don't know if that's because we live here or it's just the place, but maybe Martin's got a better perspective of that.
Yeah, I often say to people, like, I'm not religious, I don't believe.
Yeah.
But if there's a God, it feels like he's put a lot of extra effort into designing this place, you know.
That's
if there's
insane.
a creator, it's insane, you know. You got the perfect waves, and okay, that's one factor. But then you get the dolphins playing in those waves. You get the whales giving birth, hanging around here.
The
you
sharks.
get the sharks as well. Okay, yeah, this part as well. I haven't seen them yet from too close.
And Martin actually goes and swims with a camera out here. He's got to be one of the bravest guys. The only other guy I know who swims here is actually, there's 2 guys I don't know who swim here.
Yeah.
And Alan swims here quite a bit, Alan van Gijssen. Yeah, man, I tell you what, you really have to have balls to go and swim out here. That's for sure.
But there's so much more to the place as well, you know.
Yeah.
Apart from incredible ways, the nature, the otter that comes out every now and then. But you got this lovely mix of people.
Sure.
I know more people in this place than I know in the place where I grew up, where I lived my whole life.
Unbelievable.
You know? And that's got more friends here than at home.
That's amazing.
And every time I get here, I get on a natural high.
You always smiling at a natural high, let me tell you.
This place does something. It's interaction myself with this place is incredible. People, nature.
Awesome
Just
words.
absolutely love it. I'm addicted to this place. You know?
Yeah, there's definitely something about this place. There's an earthiness. There's something here. I mean, there's no city vibe here. This place has got there's just space. I don't know. It's just a different feel altogether, and that's why people love coming here.
And like these little things, but everything comes together. Whenever there's a swell, the wind turns offshore. Whenever there's a rain shower, there's rainbows. And most often the rainbow is way over super tubes.
Over the ocean, yeah.
And then some dolphins come by, and you can't get it.
Yeah.
I remember standing here on the beach with the red tide, and there was this phosphorescence in the water, bioluminescence.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, electricity goes down. Everything's black. You only see the light of phosphorescence. And then I thought like it was like the northern lights playing in the waves.
Yeah.
And then I thought like, wow, I can't get any better. A pot of dolphins passed, lighting up the contours of the dolphins. It's just
unbelievable.
You can't dream it, and it happens.
No, it's a super special place, and then you turn around and have a look out to the surf, and there's waves are just romping down the point. So I mean, man, how much better can it get, really? You know, I mean, look at that. The guys are having an absolute ball out there, and you feel it in the water as well, because when you're out there with the guys, like the other night on Saturday with a big swell, I mean, everybody was just smiling and happy and enjoying it. I mean, it's just amazing. Jeffreys Bay, special place.
So the pros were settling and doing their thing, getting their exercise and their routines together, checking their boards, working through their equipment. Everybody was out there practicing. I'm not going to get into taking footage of all the guys. That's for the guys who do the main coverage. I'm just here to show you a little bit about JBay. Yeah, this place has a special feel to it, and I can't tell you how many times I've been away, traveled away. We've just been away for 2 years on the yacht, and every time we come back, I go up on a Sunday afternoon and everybody's sitting up there with a beer in hand on top of the walkway and sitting there just watching these incredible waves just roll down the point. And every time you do that and you've been away, you just feel like you're back home. It's like, it's indescribable. You just feel like you should never leave.
Yeah, no, even the pros love it here. Like, I think there's no other place in the world where Kelly can go out and eat at Nina's and don't be harassed all the time. You feel they're so laid back. When I see them in Hosgo, they all have these security guys, you know, keeping people away from them. And here it's just kids looking for an autograph. But there's no South Africans. I have a feeling South Africans are so laid back and leave people their own space. And yeah, makes the pros love it to come here.
Awesome, man. The episode I put out the other day, it is so cool. What a laugh. Bit of a view from the VIP side. How's that, coach? What's happening? Shane?
You well, brother? You good?
What's happening, Greg?
Cleaned up nicely from the spot.
Yeah, it's going to be fun for the guys today.
The whole day. Looking promising.
Yeah.
So about 7:15 and it was messy. It was mainly over here. And then just as I got in about 10 to 9, it started cleaning up and getting better and better. So it's a lot better now.
Yeah, yesterday I didn't even get in the water. My ears are blocked again, and yeah, so press stick. Yeah, I've been using it. It still doesn't help. I think my ears are shot. They're too old. Anyway, a lot of fun waves for the guys there. Good practice conditions.
So awesome.
Heap of guys out here. Shorter, more intense rides, but
world-class surfing.
Still world class. Better than any Brazilian beach break.
Without it.
Hey, look at that view, eh?
Yeah, you can tell the boys that are born and bred and brought up on the point breaks, so they don't have too much time for the beach breaks.
Yeah, so there's the first swell, That's the smaller swell with the funky winds, and then this is the swell which comes 16th, 17th, 18th, and then hopefully they're going to get another second swell the 19th. Yeah, the infrastructure and everything was in place. It was time to get the show on the road. Morning everybody. This is sunrise on day one of the waiting period. It's first light. All the activity here. We're going to go down to the car park quickly and go and check out if I can get a drone up in the air quickly. A couple of people up ahead of us here. So much excitement building. Hope you don't mind me filming your camera over your shoulder there quickly. Phew, a couple of early risers here. Oh man, big screens are going, and there's waves. There's waves. Looks like they're gonna run. Looks like they're gonna run. Let me get this drone sorted out.
Yeah, I'd given Ari and the organisers a hard time about the scheduling and over the dark moon, but really those decisions are out of their hands, and it was the WSL that sets up those schedules. Yeah, the guys had done an amazing job setting up the venue, and JBay was ready to show off.
And I had a look at the buoy chart, and the buoy chart shows it's going to pick up today and through into tomorrow, so there should be some really contestable waves, like 3 to 4 foot. Check this coming up the point. There's the first set coming up the point now. That looks about about 3 to 4 foot, probably more on the 3 foot size, but fully contestable. The forecast is for it to be light going around to onshore, which is like awesome, like perfect conditions. So let's hope that's going to be the case. The guys are already on it. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking like we're going to have a decent comp, which is a big relief, I'm sure, to the guys, all the organizers. So yeah, awesome. Now heading into the park. Whew. Everything's been set up and ready. Yeah, massive thanks to everybody for commenting, liking, subscribing. Wow man, what a response. I'm super stoked. Happy to see that everybody's enjoying the coverage of the pre-corona open coverage that I did. Yeah, awesome man, amazing comments. But yeah, look at this place, man. The guys have done an amazing job. Ari and them, all the guys who've been organizing. Morning. Yeah, the place is looking amazing. This is the little village, little kiosks. They're gonna have some live bands in the evenings here. The whole infrastructure is looking absolutely amazing. All we're short of now is some cooking waves, and it looks like they're coming. Morning.
Morning,
How's it going?
Arkansas.
Looking cool, man. Morning.
Hello.
Morning. Entertainment area, music festival area, big screens with the arches they've done here. Woo. Morning. Just walking up to the one camera tower. My friend Gumby is running the drone for the comp. I was chatting to him yesterday. Turn it on, JBay. We're waiting. Place is looking awesome. And there are some waves. You can see there's some good 2 to 3 foot waves. We'll follow the sunrise this morning. Looking awesome. Just going to take a walk down the walkway up to the main area. These awesome little swing area for the spectators. Super cool. Morning. The private bar for the VIP viewing area. Little lounging area. Really chilled, man. It's so cool. Sun's about to come up. Morning. The competitors area on the balcony, African perfection. Big screen going. All the kids, it's freezing. These kids are running around in barefoot. Little kids don't feel the cold, eh? Crazy. Sure. Place is looking stunning, man. I'm gonna go and get myself a coffee. People coming in. Hello, bras. How's it? Del? Yui? How are you? How's it, Del? How's it going? Mike?
You, how are you doing, brother?
How's it? How are you doing? Woo. Check it, this set coming through. Looking good. I mean, that's proper. It's all just going to depend on the wind direction today. But it should be, it's light, so it should be runnable. It's the forecast for later in the 18th and 19th is looking, I just looked at it again, it's looking absolutely insane. So good chance of them running and then having the finals later in some really good swell. The sun coming up. Guys are warming up on the mic. Sounds like gigs. Yeah, boy. Gigsy.
Good morning, Jeffrey Craig.
Good morning cup of coffee. Check out this forecast. That's today. We've got 2 meter swells, 14 seconds, and then going across. This is what's looking so good. Just take a look at this. That's coming on the 16th, 17th, 18th, well basically 18th, 19th. That is looking insane. It's really looking good.
I can do that. Yeah, but definitely. You sure? There's a lot of clip shots. He's still ripped.
Yeah, okay, so the Bullies forecast was spot on. They're running at 8, so they're going to do the first round. So let's see. I'm not going to cover that because that'll be covered too much by the rest of the guys. But yeah, old school rules in JBay. Check this out. There's not many contest sites that have a locals only bar area. This is the balcony area for the locals. In JBay we believe in local rules, and yeah, looking awesome. There's Ellen, Higgs and the boys up in the commentary box. The local bar area. AVG. Doing a little clip here, how's it, bud?
Nice to see
How's it
you.
going? Yeah,
Saw a lovely
man.
clip of you showing your yachts off.
Yeah. It was a Gumby clip from that time ago. Yeah.
Very cool.
Everything underway. Men's opening round of competition will kick off at 8 a.m. So already heads up to the free surfers that we want you out of here in around 5 minutes time. Considering the swell pattern, make the last wave of yours the last wave.
There's Huey. Resident Shaper. It's on.
It's gonna be on at 8 o'clock, 5 minutes time.
Yeah. Our resident shaper and ding repairer.
Good morning, everybody.
He's a master at fixing removed fins and broken fin boxes. Care of the keyhole. Yeah. So
We're around 10 minutes to start. And again, that request to start moving down the tubes. A couple of bucks approaching again. Let's use these sets to clear the lineup.
awesome set incoming right from the beginning of the heat. There's still some contestants out in the water. Time to get out of there, boys. Look at this. Perfect, clean, offshore, 4 foot. Yeah, baby. A totally different scene from this morning. The place is absolutely packed. This place is humming. Oh, I missed on my little parking here. Woo. Cooking. Absolutely jammed. Morning. Awesome to see this place firing like this. Hey, how's it? Morning. Well, they got it all done and it's firing away. Full up. Place is all sorted out.
You're just nasty, cat.
Hey, how's it?
We're all in
It's
JBay.
fantastic. How are you? Fantastic.
Yeah, great. Happy to be here.
Okay, man. Nice to see you. Hey, Pablo.
Oh, next adventures.
In step.
Yeah,
freaking
bruh.
leather. What's happening? Check the merchandise. All the Uggies.
Pull in, bro.
Hey, oh, these are the numbers, the slippers.
No, the surfers got the pair of those.
Kerry just got me a new pair the other day.
Lovely.
I love in them, eh?
Yeah, man.
Anyway, shot through.
JBay, one love, Trev.
That's it,
Lekker,
man.
bro.
Sure, Corona, Protect Paradise, Surf Shop. Corona Open, JBay. Sealand. Woo. Looking very neat. Athlete Zone. How's it? Phew, all the TVs up. Looking very smart. Place is absolutely packed.
here in JBay.
Hey, how's it? Jason, what's happening, buddy, brother? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, what's happening? Glad you're back in JBay again.
Love it.
Huh?
Love it.
Yeah, you missed the swell the other day, though.
I'm working, brother. I'll be here for one.
Yeah, we'll have some together, freaking when the crowds have disappeared. Okay.
Yeah, with Jeffreys Bay being the hub of the surf community in South Africa, and the community being pretty tiny, everybody knows each other, and the event is always a meeting place every year for a catch-up.
As we move through the opening round of men's competition this morning.
Friendly reminder to please keep the beaches clean. If you do break glass on the beach, please come and notify. One of these events, and we will go and clean it up. You don't want glass on the beach. Problem if it does break, please just notify once the event starts. And then make sure you throw all your rubbish in the bin, please.
How's this for the first day at JBay? Okay, JBay absolutely packed. First day, and it's on. Yeah, so that's it for day one of the JBay Corona Open. Yeah, I think we had a pretty good day considering the swell forecast and so on. There's still a bit of swell tomorrow. They might run the women's again, but I think we're going to be waiting for the weekend now to run another day, and then Tuesday is looking reasonable, and yeah, hopefully they can run the final off in some decent freaking 6 to 8 foot waves. I'm hoping that Geordie and some of the South Africans get through. Obviously we were rooting for the guys. It just didn't happen. I think Geordie's been super unlucky. Saturday's surf session, I think the guys that actually stood out was Ethan Ewing and Iago Dora, and Rio was looking good as well. Smooth. I don't think his surfing was necessarily as explosive. John was looking good. So most of the main players have gotten through. Geordie obviously in the bigger waves is always a standout here. I feel really sorry for him with what happened with the onshore wind. I think of the guys that haven't gotten through, I'd say Geordie and Ethan Ewing. Ethan was just tearing it apart on Saturday. So yeah, you know, I think it was a sleepy day, and I think the guys that got the pushing tide this afternoon started to go pretty soft and sleepy, and that's what it normally does. And then obviously the onshore coming up was like the final nail in the coffin. So yeah, I really feel sorry for Geordie. It's one of those things, but hopefully the guys can bounce back. I'd love to see Ethan. I actually had a chat with him there today, and yeah, I really thought he would get through. But that's, you know, there's a big difference between those type of conditions on Saturday and what we had today. A lot softer, a lot more playful, and yeah, it was slow, so he had to be on the good ones. So yeah, hopefully he's going to get through, and hopefully all the guys, the top guys, the top contenders, power surfers, get through, and we'll have some good conditions, and they can compete in the final for some, you know, with some really good surf. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later.